Going straight across to proceedings in the House, the Lok Sabha has now reconvened. Let's take a look.
माननीय मंत्री जी,
एक विवरण सभा पटल पर रख दिया गया।
क्वेश्चन नंबर 22 डॉक्टर डी रवि कुमार माननीय गृह राज्य मंत्री जी,
उत्तर सभा पटल पर रख दिया गया।
क्वेश्चन नंबर 23 डॉक्टर कडियम काव्य माननीय कृषि मंत्री जी।
अध्यक्ष महोदय, एक विवरण सभा पटल पर रख दिया गया है।
क्वेश्चन नंबर 24 श्री सतीश कुमार गौतम।
क्वेश्चन नंबर 24 अध्यक्ष जी।
On your screen are from outside Parliament, where you see Sonia Gandhi along with the Congress President Mallikarjun Kharge, the leader of the opposition in Lok Sabha. Rahul Gandhi protests from outside Parliament, even as there is a ruckus inside. I'm going to go straight across to my colleague Aishwarya for more on that. Aishwarya, this was but expected with the opposition now. Along with Sonia Gandhi, they're the senior leaders of the Congress Party, the Congress President, raising this demand that there has to be a discussion on SIR. I see ruckus inside Parliament as well right now.
Well, there is a lot of ruckus which is taking place now because there are two things that are happening at the moment. The opposition is saying that if you do not want to discuss SIR, then at least discuss the electoral rules. And that is exactly what the Parliamentary Affairs Minister Kiren Rijiju also has said. So at the moment, even as we are speaking, Sneha, what we understand is that there is a back-channel talk that is happening between the government and the opposition. Now, we will see both of them trying to come to a middle path, especially the government, because the government wants the Parliament to function. And let me also tell you, one of the interesting things in the protest that took place today, the top leaders of the Congress obviously were there. We had leaders from the DMK, but the TMC was not present in this protest in its full strength. So a little bit of a crack there. And also, let me tell you, Samajwadi Party. Now, Samajwadi Party and TMC, these two parties have been the most vocal about SIR, but there was no representation from the Samajwadi Party today in this protest. So we are seeing a little bit of a crack coming up in the opposition, and the government now saying that we will speak with you. We are not rejecting your demand. Give us some time. We will get back to you. So simultaneously, those talks also happening.
All right, these are images coming in at this point in time from Parliament, where at the Makar Dwar, we have opposition protesting inside Parliament. Ruckus there continues. Aishwarya is getting in those details on day 2 of the fiery winter session. Listen in to what's happening inside the House.
सहकारिता का मुख्य जो घटक है वो है पैक्स, और इसी पैक्स को सक्षम बनाने के लिए बहुत सारे कदम उठाए जा रहे हैं। उसमें 3 मल्टी स्टेट सोसाइटीज की स्थापना की गई, जिसमें कृषि उत्पाद के निर्यात को प्रोत्साहन देने के लिए NCL, जैविक उत्पादन को बढ़ावा देने के लिए NCOL, और इसी के साथ स्वदेशी बीज बैंक बनाने के लिए और पारंपरिक मीठे बीजों का संवर्धन और प्रसार के लिए
opposition protesting at the Makar Dwar as we speak. Even as inside the Parliament there is ruckus. The big question here, Rahul, is that the government now has said that we can't be discussing SIR. At the end of the day, it's an exercise that's being carried out by the Election Commission, a constitutional body. How are we discuss it? It's got nothing to do with us. But what really is the way forward? Because here the opposition is adamant.
opposition is concerned. If you,
Yes.
remember the last time also they've been insisting on this demand, and in fact, it led to an almost washout of the last session. Now the government has been insisting that we cannot really have a discussion on SIR because of the fact that that it has been undertaken by Election Commission, which is a constitutional and autonomous body, and therefore, even if we're going to discuss SIR, who's really going to respond on Election Commission on behalf of Election Commission of India? Now, therefore, the opposition is saying that the government is only misleading the House and people of the country. Okay, you cannot have a discussion on SIR, but we can have a discussion on electoral reforms. That it is actually going to cover all the areas, including the electoral rolls, the EVMs, the appointment of CEC. So that's going to cover all these things. So therefore, the government should not run away from the discussion. And in fact, as yesterday also Parliamentary Affairs Mr. Kiren had said that we want some time. We are discussing it within ourselves, and then we're going to get back to you. To which I remember Derek O'Brien, and several other members of the opposition benches, they took a very strong objection that they are only running away from the discussion, and they're only misleading the House and the people of the country by not having the discussion. So it seemed that the stalemate is still continuing, and it seemed that the impasse between the opposition and treasury benches is only deepening with each passing day. Yesterday also we saw ruckus happening, repeated disruptions happening in Lok Sabha, which led to adjournment for the whole day. We saw the same thing happening in Rajya Sabha, where opposition members walked out. So clearly it seems that the opposition is pretty convinced that the government is running away from discussion. And as Aishwarya was pointing out, that RJD and TMC, they were not part of the opposition protest. What sources are telling us that principally they have agreed on the idea of having discussion, but obviously they don't want to be seen. They don't want Congress to be seen as leading the charge, and therefore they are coming up with their own strategy at this point of time. So clearly, you can say that okay, there are some cracks that are coming to the fore. RJD and Samajwadi Party, TMC, all these parties are trying to have their own independent image. But obviously, principally, they all agree that the government should allow discussion on electoral reform. So you can expect that this is only going to gather more steam and only going to escalate in coming days, because of the fact that Congress would try to gather and garner more and more support on this issue. And you'll see that SIR for opposition camp will certainly emerge as a sort of a rallying point for all the opposition parties to come together.
Be with us, Rahul. I'm coming back to you in a moment from now. The opposition parties are rallying together.